Welcome, everybody, to episode 201. Repeat, 201 of the Sports Drive here on this Monday. It's September 25th, 2006. No, not 2006, 2017.
2006 was a good year for me anyway.
Today we're going to be recapping week 3 of the NFL season. There's a lot to get to.
There it is.
Tonight there's Monday Night Raw, which will be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Coming off the heels of a very fun No Mercy pay-per-view last night.
Yeah, it was.
We also got to go over some of the scenarios for our favorite football teams, recap what's going on with our Pick'em League. Also got to talk about some news coming out of Chicago with the whole Dwayne Wade being bought out by the Bulls. Talk a little bit about that. We'll do our infamous birthday shout-outs. Don't forget the Colin Cowherd legal ID at the top of the hour.
That rules. That rules.
And, don't forget, of course, the infamous and nefarious Skippy Bayless bath shower.
Oh, dude. Fun. I don't know if I can shock him already, dude. I'm just waking up. I feel like, dude, you know what? I got to tell you something.
Doing it if you're not.
Are you still in the morgue?
Dude, no, dude, the morgue. You know how I got to this morgue? I got to this morgue because I lost the Buried Alive match, or at least that's how I felt.
Oh.
By the way, I got a big opening rant that I want to do today that I haven't done in a while. That's not sports related, so bear with me with that. And then, just like always, if this is your first time watching the show, thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to listen to what we have to say. You know, we're not experts or anything like that. We're just sports fans that have an opinion, that are not afraid to share our opinion without having a script or having agendas shoved down our throats. This is a non-politically correct sports talk show, and if you're easily offended, that's on you. And by the way, I know I've used the word "if," but I think in the proper context in this part. But those that know me understand that I hate the word "if." What I hate the word "if" when it comes to excuses.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
If my mother had, you know what? Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's gonna bring you nowhere. Trust me.
Or it'll bring you. No, I'll tell you what it'll bring you. If my mother had fill in the blank, that's what it'll bring you.
Yeah. And by the way, nobody will feel sorry for you about having the cases of Mondays. Because that's just a lame excuse.
You woke up.
Yeah, everybody wakes up. Everybody's busy. Yep. I had 3 hours of sleep last night. You see,
dude, you woke up. Glory hum. My spoken word of the day. You woke up.
You woke up. Life is life was a good by the way, let's get to this.
Oh, hey, Jimmy, how you doing? I had a great weekend. I took the kids at the Shed Aquarium, but they decided to kick me out because the Bears were too busy cramming their stupid drunk fans at the parking lot.
Oh, hey, Sally. By the way, this will wake me up now. Oh, hey, Sally. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a Sunday it was. Oh, it was one of the worst Sundays of my life. It was a Sunday from hell. You know what I had here? Oh, Kelly Order No Mercy. Kelly Order No Mercy. Oh, my goodness. You know what? No, and you know what? My kids found a way to find my bill, my Xfinity bill, and you know what? They actually called to order it on pay-per-view, and now I gotta pay. Oh my goodness, is it $80, $90, $100? I don't know. But the point is, these kids are giving me an ulcer, and they're running me poor, and before you know it, I'll be living on government cheese.
I'll say this though, I would pay $100 for a year's supply of WWE pay-per-views.
Why? It's worth it. No, but I don't need to, dude. I got free websites that can give me pay-per-views for free.
Don't forget, Raw and SmackDown comes to Chicago Christmas Day and the day after.
That's respect. You know what? That's respect for Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I thought we were just gonna have a damn freaking house show or something. Who knows? We'll probably get Fastlane next year. Yippee! Because Chicago never gets the big 4 pay-per-views anymore. It's ridiculous.
You know what? I can tell you. I had a buddy of mine that we used to go. Go in Raw with. You know what he'd do? Because they used to tape. This was years ago during the Attitude Era when they taped Jacked. You know what he and everyone else would do? They would go literally into one of the corridors of the Allstate Arena, or the Rosemont Horizons, like to call it. And all they would do is smoke. Nobody actually cared Glory Hump because all they did was just go out and smoke during the chat taping.
Man.
All right. Let's do something really special here before I get into our opening rant. I'm about to go off in a couple of minutes.
Oh boy.
Let's do the Tommy Edwards introduction. It says today is Bulls Media Day at the Advocate Center.
Phenomenal.
It's a nice facility.
Yep.
And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
At 4 from Blue Bubble Beach, Kentucky. We got the owner of Kentucky Waterfall and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Here he is, the bowling master, Andrew Brothers.
What's going on, guys? It's gonna be a good show. And shout out to my boy Chucky, who's that best sound tonight himself.
What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth?
What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth?
Dude, you know what you sound like? You sound like it. You sound like one of those old ladies that works as hall monitors in elementary schools. You do.
It's done my Chicago sports accent.
And then
Again, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth.
All right. The man in the middle from Blue Bubble Bee, Indiana, but a product of the state of Illinois. Here is the Robert Shapiro of the sports crowd, the big bag of wind himself, Frank Sprinkle.
Yeah, dude, I need some wind, dude. I mean, really, I gotta say this. It was very productive. One thing about work, it's very productive. But, yeah, Monday mornings, goodness, it's the most busiest time of all. Can anybody give me some wind? And I'm not talking about gas. I'm not talking about gas in terms of wind, dude. I'm talking about actual wind. Well, you get the point, dude.
yep.
Gale Force Wind.
Yeah, Gale Force One.
I was worried you put that in the chat room when we were on the Sports Gold Radio. That was fun. Gale Force One here. Here for your service.
Where you get nice stewardesses.
You see that the Walmart Boys screen is on the video right now, but he's missing in action. I don't know where he's at right now. I would introduce him right now, but he's not here. So, Big Win, go ahead. You can do hard finger this time.
The following intro is scheduled for any feed but one fall.
One fall.
And it's really not that phenomenal. Introducing a guy who will be making a special guest appearance at Raw for reasons I don't know why. No, actually, I'm just kidding. He is the glowy hump, Josh Lopez. Now I gotta put my computer down on silent because I don't want to hear you know what.
Here he.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's the band that made that song?
What the band? Wait, talking about the Bulls intro?
I know the name of the song's called Sirius.
Alan Parsons Project.
Yeah.
That's who it was, dude.
Probably the best sports intro of all time.
I agree.
Yep.
This with the atmosphere of the crowd and just the whole set of it. It's freaking awesome. Especially like if you go to Bulls games in person. Like I experienced that. It's just amazing.
I cannot tell you about my first ever Bulls game, which was 1990. It was November of 1990. It was actually the 90-91 NBA, the first championship season.
Yeah.
At the Chicago Stadium. Of course, Glory Hump, you still weren't in existence then. Unfortunately, I was. My dad actually took me to a Bulls game. He was able to get tickets about 12 rows up from the court. And actually got the game on tape, at least the second half of it on tape. But when I heard that for the first time, I cannot tell you the chills I got. It was awesome. And of course, this was Ray Clay. It was and just hearing and from North Carolina. It was awesome. I gotta tell you, it was just awesome sauce.
I bet. Like for me, I brought up Dwayne Wade earlier. I went to my first NBA playoff game in person.
No, 2 years ago?
No, earlier this year.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah, when the Bulls played the Celtics. And even that, I even recorded the video and I showed you guys it in the chat room of the intro. And
that's right.
How it was with Dwayne Wade, like, from Chicago. Like, even then, I thought that was really, really cool. And
nice.
I envy Tommy Edwards because he has one of the best jobs in the world. He can make a lot of money just doing what I do here at the Sports Drive. And
he's been around.
In person.
He's been around for decades, dude. He's a Chicago legend in my book.
Yes, he is. There's a lot of Chicago legends that are still on air with us. We still have the great Pat Foley with the Chicago.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's funny. That guy is hilarious.
We still have Pat Hughes on the call for the Chicago Cubs.
He's awesome too.
I'm not really that big on Ron Coomer, but it is what it is. We still got the Hawk at least for one more season.
Hey, gone
next year. Yeah.
Hey, gone.
That's gonna be a sad day for me, Big Win. I know it was for you, like for being a Cub fan with all Harry and stuff.
No.
It's gonna be rough for me when Hawk is gone.
You know what? I gotta say this. I have met Hawk Harrelson on a few occasions. This guy is as a former player. And I'm not speaking about the broadcaster. I'm speaking about a guy that's a former player. Mm-hmm. This guy gives. I cannot tell you how much he cares about the fans, Boyham, because you have players in today's era that just they put the fans way below on their priority list. I mean, Hawk Harrelson's from that era in which players knew that the fans meant a lot about the game.
Yeah.
And you know what? He signs autographs. You know what he says when he signs autographs? It's all about you. This game is all about you.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's just gonna suck. But I have to say this though, and I know I don't get a lot of time to talk about the White Sox because they're a rebuilding team and it's really nothing much to talk about.
It'll be better next year.
I'll say this though, Lucas Giolito is making a name for himself. His win-loss record is not indicative of what he's been doing since he's been called up from the minors.
White Sox are gonna be in contention next year.
This guy has had his 6th one-earned start in the last 9 starts that he had with the White Sox. Think about that.
This team is stacked. And Glory Hump, I don't know if they're going to win the World Series. I doubt they're going to win the World Series next year. They may not get to the playoffs. They're going to be in contention. I honestly think they're going to be in some sort of contention next year. I really do. Their record's going to be better than many people think next year.
And they did a good job saving for cap space as well.
Rickon, good job.
Mm-hmm. Just like the Bulls, but. In the meantime, it's 20 past the hour, so let's get to our opening rant, shall we? Big Win, you have anything on your mind today?
Not much. You know what? Just still waking up. Life is good. Went to Milwaukee on Saturday to see the Cubs and the Brewers.
Nice.
I gotta say this about going to Milwaukee. Hey, you know what? And by the way, Milwaukee. When I went up to Milwaukee, I'm thinking, you know what? This is the city that Dr. Biff and I were gonna literally pretty much. Take over and just run the town. Remember Dr. Biff, Glory Hump?
Yeah, he's shot.
Yeah, remember Dr. Biff was going to fly in, and the two of us were going to drive up to Milwaukee and pretty much invade the city.
Yeah, just so you could get drunk.
We were literally going to invade it, take it over like another country gets invaded. Almost declare war on it. You could say, I'm just kidding. But first of all, a couple things. One, it's amazing to drive. It's only 2 hours, Glory Hump, up I-94 or 294 as we took around I-294. 2 hour drive, very convenient. And second of all, Miller Park's a pretty darn good facility. It really is. It's very spacious. It's clean. You know what? That's the closest, Glory Hump, that Chicago will get to WrestleMania, because I do believe that Miller Park would be an awesome site for a WrestleMania.
What, you're going to have a wrestler go down that stupid slide they have in the outfield?
Oh, dude. Oh, I just thought of a pretty good match. Oh, you know what?
God, no.
Pitbull, you got to count on the side. Dude, wait. You know what? You can have a hardcore match, and you can have whoever's wrestling. You can have whoever's in it Yeah, on the slide, dude.
Weapons on a slide match.
Yeah, pinball's on the slide. There you go.
Oh,
but,
man.
no, but yeah, Glory Hump, you gotta check out Miller Park at some point, or come up with me maybe for a Cubs. I'm gonna do that more frequently next year because it's been a while. But Miller Park would be a good site for WrestleMania.
Hey, you could drive me out there, then I'll go with you.
Dude, then you'll agree. I think. I don't know. It's depending on what you believe.
Yeah.
The Miller Park would be an awesome site for a WrestleMania.
I'll think about it. I don't know. I knew it worked for Seattle, and the way the production set up that stage for WrestleMania 19 made it look badass. It's just weird sometimes for me to think about a WrestleMania in baseball stadiums.
Dude, they ain't coming to Soldier Field anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I'm not blaming you for that. I mean, hell, you're considering going to a damn freaking UFO ship on the lake.
Dude, oh my God.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so sorry. I think I had to
apologize.
Sorry.
I apologize, dude. You have to apologize to me, dude.
We're doing the opening grants right now, Wilbur boy. Let's go to Browning. I'm gonna do my Trump rant, and then Sean will go last. All right.
Got nothing going. I thought the No Mercy pay-per-view was awesome last night, and got Raw tonight, and DVD taping is Sunday night Georgetown, which would be phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he's the DVD attendee master. That's what you are.
But that's mainly about it.
Big win. You had a big game. I know the Cubs lost that game on Saturday, but
it was a good game though.
Extra innings.
It was a good game. It was a good game though.
Let me ask you something. Did you get a program?
Yeah, you want to see it? Yeah, you want to see it, dude? I'll tell you what. Give me a few seconds.
I guess.
I
remember when I went to the Sox-Royals game with him. It was the 10-year anniversary for the White Sox championship ceremony a couple years ago, and Frank bought a program, and he was filling out the whole box score. I was like, "Are you serious? You're not going to watch the game? I have to write this down."
Do you still have that 05 White Sox ring, Josh?
Yes, I have it on my finger as we speak, actually.
I have my Patriots Super Bowl ring, and I got it someplace safe so nothing happens to it. My dad got that as a college graduation present this year.
It still looks pretty good. I wonder how much I could get this if I put this on eBay.
Josh, whenever you get a ring like that, you definitely want to save that ring, because anytime your favorite team wins a ring and you're a fan of it, you want to keep it. That ring that my dad got for me was really cool, the Patriots one. I go on eBay and I actually look at Red Sox rings too, and even Celtic rings or even Bruin rings.
I'll say this though. I'll say something positive about the Cubs. When I went to the game with Frank last year at the Giants, I had a good time with him because I was hanging out with him. I was hanging out with his dad. But the food at the ballpark got way better than the last time I went to Wrigley Field. And that's one of the main takeaways I took away when I went to
I hardly eat there, dude. I hardly eat there because I keep it healthy during the week. Hey, you want to see the stuff? I mean, depending on showing you, of course.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I got to show you. Anytime you go to Miller Park, you have to buy game day programs, but they give you for free. This is pretty cool. For every game, they give you this little booklet for free that has, that's pretty cool actually. They give you the information with schedule and rosters. Hey, everybody. No, I think of Major League 2. Hey, everybody. I'm on the rooster.
Frank, I have a question. When you were flipping pages, did it have the 2018 schedule to that?
No, it didn't.
Well,
I don't know, Sean. I really didn't look much at it. They had the 2017.
Ronnie, you have a bird dying in the background?
I don't know. The Blue Jays are going crazy right now.
Blue Jays.
Of course, it's pretty cool. Here's my score. Here's my scorecard, dude. I didn't rip it. Of course,
Frank was still writing out the scorecard when it was raining during that White Sox-Royals game.
Dude, I completed 10 innings. Hey, what 10 innings? I actually completed.
Oh, my God.
Dude, that's my handwriting work of art, dude. Here, I'll show you.
Picasso.
I'll show you one more thing, dude. Yeah, we went with some old people from the neighborhood, and one of my good friends. Here's the photo we took on Saturday.
That's cool.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, that's as you can see. You know the guy on the right on the gluey hump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and you know what he said? He's I'll tell you, it's interesting. He said, "Please don't bring in Stroper Rondon." That's what he said during the game. Please don't bring Stroper Rondon. And I brought my own Cub pencil too.
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay, we had the positivities and we had the laughs for the opening rant so far. Now let's bring in some negativity. If you will. No, not you, not yet.
You're not a negative person, dude. At least I don't consider it.
I'm not a negative person either, but at the same time, I'm willing to call out people when they deserve to be called out. And I've tried my best over this past year to refrain myself from just being like one of those regular day Trump haters that just trash the guy every day. I don't care about the guy. I want to make this perfectly clear. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. Maybe some people call me independent. Honestly, I don't give a flying fuck about politics. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. You can rip me for that, for being a millennial and all this stuff and not paying attention to politics or whatever. I don't care what label you thrust upon me. I'm a person that isolates myself from bullshit. Right. That's the point. I isolate myself from things that I get stressed about. And politics is number one on that list. You know why? Because politics brings the ugly out of people.
Yeah.
I paid attention in history class. I know I need to know about politics. I'm not stupid. But just because I don't watch CNN or read the CNN or MSNBC websites about politics doesn't mean I'm in tune with what's going on. I go on Twitter. I see something new every day about Donald Trump. I go on Twitter. I see something about the government complaining about the LGBT community. I go on Facebook. There's people ranting about Trump. I can't escape politics, even when I don't choose to watch it. And here's the thing, folks. A lot of people will rip millennials for not paying attention to first world problems because they're too busy doing this and that. That's not true. I choose not to talk about it because I don't give a shit. Because it's all bullshit at the end of the day. It's a work. The government, just like professional wrestling, is a work.
Mm-hmm.
They've got freaking stuck-up politicians using their own agendas to work over everybody's head, acting like, oh, yeah, we care about the country, and, oh, you should support us. It's a work. They don't care about it. It's all about money at the end of the day. Nobody gives a shit about you. It's September. 8 months ago, Donald Trump said he was going to bring the feds to Chicago. I'm still waiting.
You're right on that one.
This jackass is worried about NFL players taking a stand over something that's worth taking a stand for. And this jackass is more worried about having a pity party for himself at a campaign speech than fixing the world's problems. I don't know why in the fuck is he doing a campaign for himself when he's barely been a president for a year? Why? Why is he doing speeches? Why is he having defense tours? Dude, do your fucking job. How about that? Is that hard to ask? Is that hard to ask? I'm not a Trump guy. I didn't vote for him. I didn't even vote last year. It's not, because I'm just a millennial. I don't know what I'm thinking. No, I didn't vote because none of the candidates deserved my vote. How about that? Is that too hard to understand? Oh, because I'm a millennial. That's the only reason why you didn't vote. Bullshit. Bullshit. I said this back in November when we were getting to the election. I did not care about Hillary Clinton, and I did not care about Donald Trump. So I don't want to hear this bullshit. Judge, shut up. It's bullshit. And we got to deal with this stupid prick every single day. It's always something new. We got to get ready for World War III in North Korea. We got this jackass still having issues with Syria and all this sorts. I know what's going on. I'm not stupid. And the fact now he wants to take liberties with NBA players, and I've worked with LeBron James in the past, but I'll give credit where credit's due. I was happy that LeBron James called Donald Trump a bum because he is a bum.
Yes, he is. Fucking prick. He's a dumb, stupid president. I told people before, use your damn head. You vote for a guy like this, he's going to screw everything up, and look what he's going to do. He's screwed everything up. He's taken things away from people. We're very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate my disability hasn't been taken away, because Trump could be very close to taking Social Security and Medicare away from people. People use their damn heads. They should realize and say, boy, we made a stupid mistake. We should have put Hillary in there.
Here's something that really bothers me. Why is he so focused on sports? You're supposed to take care of the fucking country. Who cares who wants to visit your stupid White House or not? Who cares? And then we got the Pittsburgh Penguins defending the guy like a bunch of classist nimrods like they are. Oh, every NFL team is standing together. Hell, the whole Chicago Bears team locked arms with each other during the national anthem yesterday as signifying unity as a football team, as a brotherhood. And then you got Pittsburgh Penguins attacking people who are doing the stands. Okay, I get it. There's people that are patriotic, and I respect that. I was born in this country. I do respect the flag. I'm not American. I'm half Puerto Rican and half Italian, so I have a different perspective on this than other people. I do respect the country that we live in, but at the same time, I'm ashamed to be part of this country. We do not deserve the freedoms that we get in this country. We take it for granted. We take people for granted. We treat each other like shit. There's no sense of morality in this country anymore. It's fucking embarrassing. That's the truth. You know, everyone can have their defense about, having the right to bear arms and all this other stuff. Cool. That's not my hill to die on. I really don't care about this stuff. But at the end of the day, we have no self-respect as a country, and that's what pisses me off. Our world leader, the guy that's supposed to bring us to the next era of this country, is so focused on his freaking PR stance and how people feel about him, and he's all in his fucking feelings. He's not even doing his job. 8 months. 8 months. He said that he's going to bring the feds to Chicago. Guess what? Over 50 kids got shot and killed since then.
Sad.
Nothing. Nothing has changed.
Ron, too.
It's freaking rhetoric.
Let Bloody Hump speak. Let the Bloody Hump speak, Shawty. Go ahead, Bloody Hump.
This is the last thing I'm going to say about it. I hate the fact that people make excuses for this guy because, you have to be respectful for the country. For what? We don't respect the country. Hell, we don't even respect ourselves anymore. You're going to tell me that I have to respect Trump and I have to respect the country that we live in? For what? We have no self-respect. We don't care about each other. We're more segregated now than we ever been before. There's still more people lashing out at people because they're gay. Who gives a shit? Like who you like. I don't get everybody wants to be patriotic now, and not everything has to be moral, and everybody's all in their freaking sensitive ass feelings. Our country's become soft. Our country is inept. Our country's insecure. And everybody wants to be like, everybody's too sensitive now. Hey, after 9/11, we lost all our self-respect. And it's a shame. We didn't grow as a country after 9/11. We became worse. We let the war bring out the ugly out of us. We brought back racism trends back in the day now to this country. And it's just a freaking shame. And everybody wants to be like, you got to respect the flag. This society is too soft. I agree. The society is too soft. But for both fronts, nobody excluded from this conversation. Republicans are fucked up. Democrats are fucked up. This whole country is fucked up. And I'm ashamed to be part of it, to be honest with you.
Amen.
That's my opening rant.
Josh, actually, Frank, comment. Go ahead.
Great opening rant. And first of all, I do disagree with one aspect of losing self-respect. I think we lost it well before September 11, 2001. I think we lost it certainly after the Vietnam War had ended. I think that's when we lost most of our country's self-respect. Although you're right, that was a factor in us continuing to lose respect. I think we had respect during the 1980s, certainly, but I think the first time we lost respect as a nation was during the years of the Vietnam War, when we were lied to by Lyndon Johnson saying, well, we're winning the war in Vietnam. Now, I do want to speak because, yes, I did vote for Trump. And I can say, and I will admit, I probably voted for Trump. I supported all of his viewpoints. Having said that, while I don't support the stance of the protesters of these NFL and of all of these players here, I support their right to protest. And the fact that they are protesting and that they are exercising their rights as citizens of this country is something I greatly respect, because this is a country in which we are supposed to be the land of the free, even if you disagree with a stance. And we do have a disagreement here with the stance from these players, starting with the NFL, the NBA. We had one player in MLB do it over the weekend. I don't agree with their stance. I disagree with it entirely. But the right to protest is something I respect. They're doing it peacefully. They're not meaning any harm to anybody. They are exercising their right as a citizen. And as long as you protest peacefully and do it in a civil way where nobody is getting harmed, then that's great. And those that served in the military, and I'm sure those that served in the armed forces, probably disagree with them. And that's fine. You can disagree with their stance. But to them, you served so they can have their right to protest. Mm-hmm. Having said that, what Donald Trump did say on Friday, I do strongly disagree with. Because while I support his policies that he ran on, I do disagree 100% with him and what he said about being fired. And he used that word fired as a result of his rally. I don't know where it was on Friday. But the point is, if you want to protest the fact that you don't like any aspect of this country on the account that you're doing it civilly without harm or malice, be my guest. And I support these players' right to protest. Mm-hmm. And if they feel like they want to protest, then so be it. If they want to stand, I know the Steelers did not come out primarily for the anthem. That's perfectly fine with me. I feel no ill will toward them. I disagree with their stance, but I feel no ill will toward them.
Yeah, how about the Patriot fans booing Patriot players that are taking a knee yesterday? How about that?
Can I just say in this? Okay.
Go ahead, Sean.
Doesn't bother me.
I just didn't want to interrupt, Frank. I'm trying to work on that. I apologize to you and Josh about that. I will get to
go ahead.
Some of the rants that I have are good, but of course, this was definitely something we needed to get off our chest, because I'm ashamed of this whole country. It just seems like there's too much dysfunction. There's too much hatred. There's too much anger. People make little things into big things. There's too much gossip that goes on. Believe me, I lost my girlfriend because of the gossip that was being spread at the play, and that was so sad. It just seems to me like there has just been way too much. We've gone into anger after 9/11. It just seems to me that everything has just gone downhill. Things weren't we had some triumphs, don't get me wrong. We captured the Iraqi leader Saddam Hussein. We removed Osama bin Laden. It was a good thing, but we still have the problem. It's becoming to me more like feeling like we're living in the 60s and the 70s in a way where riots have gotten bad, and it's really bad. The thing in Charlottesville was really shocking and saddening to see all that violence happening. And I've said, something really, really bad is going to happen eventually down the road. Something's going to, we had 9/11 that happened, which was bad, but we could have an assassination of the president of the United States. I don't want that to happen. Remember, Trump has had a lot of threats on his life throughout the course of this year. Even actors and actresses have had the hatred toward him. Like Robert De Niro said he'd like to punch Trump in the nose. Madonna came out a day after the inaugural and said, I've had thoughts about blowing up the White House, and she got in trouble for that. Johnny Depp got in trouble for some comments that he made. Snoop Dogg did, of course. I'm just saying it's just really bad how things have gone. And that's exactly the reason why, Josh and Frank and Browning, that I do not post anything about my politics on Facebook. Social media, you can't win.
Good for you.
You can't win. Anytime you're going to post something negative about Trump or something good, there's going to be somebody that's going to get into a fight with you about it. Which will lead to clap. Well, here's my suggestion, people.
Yeah, because Trump, besides excluding Frank from this, Trump's fan base is more insecure than high school teenage girls. But go ahead, Sean.
My view is then my suggestion is, people, don't post your politics. This is why people get to be so stupid doing it in the first place. I even said after Trump got elected, I just said, okay, from here on out, I'm making a rule, and that is I'm not going to post about it. Now, I had some people that got into a fight with me about what I said about Trump, so I said, all right, I'm going to back off with what I say about him. I don't want to get in trouble because, with social media, it can easily get back to the Secret Service. Or I hardly do it. So anyway, I agree with Josh. I'm ashamed of this country. I'm sad to be in this country. The national anthems are really, really sad. Tom Brady stood up. I mean, I saw the comments by Patriot fans, and I have to agree with the Patriots fans because, here they were kneeling during the national anthem. Some kneeled, Brady had his hand over his heart. And as a matter of fact, Tom Brady and the owner of the Patriots, Robert Kraft, really slammed Trump for this. Trump is losing the support of this country. He has a 39% approval rating and a 57% disapproval rating. He's losing the support very fast. He's losing on social media. He's creating so many enemies with people. And, I don't want an assassination to happen, but I'm sorry to say, everybody, I would not rule out an assassination of Trump because of the fact that there is so much hatred for him. I knew right away we were in trouble the moment he got elected. I went into the play last year and did Beauty and the Beast, and I saw a lot of people, parents and other people, really sad because they're afraid they're going to lose their disability. Our country is in trouble. Our country, it's feeling like we're living in 1968, living in the late 60s. 68 was a very horrible year because we had the assassination of Martin Luther King. We had assassination of another political idol of mine, a big man, Robert Kennedy, who wanted to end the Vietnam War. We had the Tet Offensive. You know the rest when you've studied history. But it's a really bad situation the way our country is going right now. And I think it's going to continue to get worse. I don't see anything good coming out in the present and in the foreseeable future because 9/11 is what changed everything.
Yeah. Well, I wish, though, I'll say this. I wish Trump had not said those comments. He's entitled to say what he wants, but like I said, I strongly disagree with them.
Yeah, and he spends his hours on Twitter always tweeting and tweeting and tweeting. I got a better suggestion, Trump.
More than I do.
I'll make it blunt for you, Trump. Stop tweeting and focus on the country. And you know something else, Trump? We are on the brink of going to war. I just saw on my phone that the North Korea minister is already saying that Trump's comments show that it's a declaration of war. We are so close that North Korea is going to launch a missile that's either going to hit Guam, Hawaii, even California or Washington State. Major cities are going to get hit before you know it.
There goes my plan of going to Guam.
Yeah, we all have.
I was looking forward to going to Guam. Guam is actually paradise.
Now that's the bad part of the opening rant. I'll make another quick one. For Josh Browning and Justin, get off the Grinch talk!
It's interesting.
I'm exempt from this.
Maybe the reason why we need to bust each other's chops is because we got to get away from everything going on.
Yeah, we do.
It's interesting.
I shouldn't have been a little defensive. I knew you guys were having fun. Yeah, but
you're fine for your Trump comments. Look. Hey, you're fine.
But you have to realize that couldn't we just have a little bit of fun, or does it always have to be negative? And another thing is that it's also sad that people always make little things into big things. I see way too much of that these days. Make a little thing into a big thing. And another, real quickly, I got to say this too. Let's leave politics and racism out of sporting events. It's just sad. It's so sad.
Although I support the anthem protest.
Well,
I have two things really quick. I have to finish off because we got to move on.
Racism is the biggest baseball. That's BS.
Yeah, we got the ID, dude. I'm looking. Come on, hurry up. We got 12 minutes to the ID.
I got two things I have to say here.
He's got to get off his chest.
One, like you were saying about people taking these too seriously. the fact that people were moaning over the fact that Roman Reigns beat John Cena last night just shows how insecure wrestling fans are. They're taking wrestling too seriously. These two, where you like Roman Reigns or John Cena or not, these two beat each other's ass last night, and they put on a great match last night. And you're gonna cry over a predetermined wrestling decision. Give me a break. Get over yourself. I hate it's all WWE problems is Roman Reigns' fault. Go fuck yourself. Get off your high horse. And lastly, on this topic, when it comes to Donald Trump, I just think it's very funny that people and men, particularly, they're so patriotic now over this guy. You know, usually on Sunday mornings they're just slouching on the couch getting ready for football games. But if they see somebody kneeling down, oh, they're like Captain America now. Give me a break. You guys are a bunch of phonies. You act like you're the biggest patriot in the world, but you're not. Just stop. Stop putting the act on. Stop trying to be the opposite guy to rude. Don't be like that guy that just wants to be the contrarian all the time. I hate those type of people because you're just trying to be miserable just for the sake of being miserable, and that's not the way to live. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. You want to be remembered as a miserable prick? That's the question for today, everybody. Do you want to be remembered as a miserable prick? Because I sure as hell don't.
Amen to that. I don't.
We're gonna get into our recap of the NFL games after the bash hour. I'll shorten the length of the bash hour today, but we do have to move on. We got to get to our comedy stuff and get some more laughter and enjoyment here on this Monday.
One thing about the NFL games, can we not discuss Jacksonville and
like I said, we do not break down Ethiopia games.
Yeah.
So. Really?
And that game
That's terrible.
Yeah, you should have been. You can go to all 900 sports talk radio stations around the country if you want to listen to that type of stuff.
Yeah. And then
we got a pretty star-studded list for the birthday shots there. I gotta say.
The list.
Yeah, the list.
The list. Oh yeah. Hey, you just made the list, guys. I'll be back. I gotta take some pills.
Oh, come on,
dude! I need my pills. I need my medication.
All right, you gotta make it quick.
All right, well, I can do this very quickly, too. Make this quick, too. Games for tonight, Royals at the Yankees, 10:05 a.m. Pacific Time, 1:05 Eastern. And we got to speed this up. Braves taking on the Mets tonight. Last week of Major League Baseball season because we got the playoffs coming up. Actually, that's the day-night doubleheader between the Braves and the Mets. That's right there, Browning. We got playoffs coming up a week from, I think it's a week from tomorrow. Or a week from tomorrow, actually. Yeah. Playing games. Nationals at the Phillies. Nationals, as we all know, they are in. Congratulations to them. Will they win a playoff series? We will find out about that. The Boston Red Sox hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. The Red Sox magic number to clinch the American League East is 3. They are in the playoffs. I'm a pretty happy man. Let's see how far we can get. I'll be proud of them either way. The Astros taking on the Rangers, and, of course, the Red Sox might be meeting Houston in the first round. That'd be a good series. The Angels at the White Sox. Cubs, they're taking on the Cardinals. Cubs' magic number is 2 for the National League Central Division. That's tonight at Busch Stadium. Marlins at the Rockies. It looks like Colorado, I think, is in, Josh, if I'm correct on that. If you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. The Rockies hosting the Marlins. The Diamondbacks, like Josh said, congratulations. They are in as a playoff team. They will be hosting the San Francisco Giants. Who knows if Bruce Bochy will be back as Giants manager. The Mariners at the Athletics. And lastly, the Padres. They will be taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Of course, the Dodgers have struggled as of late, but anything can happen in postseason, like Josh says about Clayton Kershaw. He is the Alexander Ovechkin of the playoffs. Yeah. Make it quick here, too. NFL Monday Night Football. We'll talk about this game. Dallas at Arizona on ESPN, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. NHL preseason, since preseason is winding down. The Blackhawks at the Bruins, Flyers at the Rangers, Canadians at the Maple Leafs, and lastly, the I almost said Rockies. I did say Rockies. Avalanche taking on the Dallas Stars. That's the update. Back to Josh Lopez, host of the Sports Tribe.
All right, here we go. Got the big bag of win back.
What?
And then?
What?
Browning, Frank,
Birthday shout-outs. Happy 49th birthday to Will Smith from French Prince of Bel-Air.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw him at a Bulls game about a few years ago.
I missed that show.
You know?
Happy 37th birthday to rapper T.I.
Yep.
Happy 34th birthday to Donald Glover, the actor. He just won an Emmy, actually, for the FX show Atlanta.
Nice.
Atlanta.
Next one. Happy 66th birthday to Mark Hamill. Yeah, from Star Wars movie. He also was the Joker in a lot of the animated versions of the Joker. Next one. Happy 48th birthday to Hal Sparks. He's an actor, TV show host. He used to host Talk Soup on E! And he used to do Disney series Lab Rats. He's actually pretty funny. They say here on this page, it says, at the age of 17, he was named Chicago's funniest teenager by a local newspaper.
Well, which one? Come on, not you, but come on.
Was it the Daily Herald?
Wait, I have a question. Is it one of those newspapers that you get not at the newsstand, but one guy that's trying to give them away for free? Those small newspapers that you get away that you get right at the corner.
That's funny.
It could be.
Maybe, possibly. All right. Happy 52nd birthday to the one and only Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
One of the greatest Bulls of all time.
Better than Havlicek.
Olin Polynice.
I would be very careful with how you say better than Havlicek. Havlicek has 8 championships. Be careful there. Be careful.
I think Havlicek did lose an NBA final before, but that's neither here nor there.
He's got us there, dude.
All right. Happy birthday to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Still great for waterfall, even at the age of 48. Not too shabby. Happy 73rd birthday to Michael Douglas, another actor.
How old is Michael Douglas today?
73.
Michael Douglas, what a great actor. I've always enjoyed his movies, The American President, Romancing the Stone. He has been in a lot of great movies. He's an outstanding actor. Happy birthday, Michael.
Can't agree with you more.
All right. Happy 44th birthday to model Bridget Marquardt.
Waterfall?
Yes, Waterfall. Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday to the late Christopher Reeve. He passed away in 2004. Other ones, man, this is a star-studded list. I didn't lie about this one. There's a lot of birthday shout-outs. Happy 88th birthday to Barbara Walters, former reporter. Used to be part of the Today Show, right?
I believe show.
Good Morning America.
She was on the show, ABC show. It was called 2020, actually, is what it was.
She was on 2020. She was on The View as well.
Yeah. How's she doing?
Happy 56th birthday to Heather Locklear.
Oh, wait a minute. Yes, from Melrose Place.
Yeah,
and I believe
she's still pretty hot. Yep.
Yeah, you know what? She does take good. What's she doing now?
I have no idea.
She was also in the show that was big in New York City called Taxi. She was also in she was in a show with William Shatner. I can't remember which one it was.
Is she still alive?
T.J. Hooker, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, she was in T.J. Hooker. You know what? It was on reruns.
That's wonderful.
Dude, it used to be
to have a character's name, have a character's name be Hooker. All right, last birthday shout for today. Definitely waterfall worthy. Happy 33rd birthday to Annabelle Wallace.
Nice.
You have to write this different, though. I'm gonna write it in the chat room. Annabelle Wallace.
Hey, Blue, I just thought of a new segment we should do sometime. Last names you do not want to have.
That's a good point, right?
Yeah, we should have a segment of last names you do not want to have.
Yeah, but that's the birthday shouts for now. Also, happy birthday to anybody that we forgot to mention. Also, by the way, it's my Aunt Bertha's birthday today. So,
happy birthday, Aunt Bertha.
Happy birthday, T-Bird.
T-Bird? Wait, is that what you call your aunt, T-Bird?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I think my sister came up with it. My oldest.
Why? Yeah. Hey, we got about a couple minutes of the bash till the ID.
Yeah, we have.
And then?
Yeah, you can tell us how.
If you guys want to rip each other for 2 minutes, go ahead, knock your socks off.
Okay. Hey, Browning, go ahead.
And then.
What? Do it again.
And then.
What?
Oh, no.
And then.
What?
Too bad Waterboy can't mute anybody today.
Damn, I want my muting privilege here.
And then.
Sean, you still don't like that rule, right?
You know what's so bad about it? Frank gets all these privileges, and I don't get one.
What privilege? What privilege? Give me an example, dude. Give me 5 examples.
Advertisement. I should have.
That's just one. That's just one. That's not all. That's just one. That's a privilege, not privileges.
I think there was one show that I blew up and got upset because Frank.
Yeah, really.
It was awesome. I got such a
That
kick.
was a couple weeks ago, I think.
It was bull crap. All right, 20 seconds.
Say such a thing.
Hey, let me.
16 seconds.
Fine, you do the countdown, Sean. You do the countdown today.
All right.
And then.
10,
What?
9,
And
What? What?
7,
What?
6,
What?
5,
What?
And then.
4,
What?
3,
And
What?
then.
2,
What?
1.
And then.
What?
Josh,
This is the Her. Whenever you may be and how you may be listening, I'm a Jackass, streaming live on worldwide television and on FS1. You can also hear me on iHeartRadio and Sirius XM. I'm accompanied by Great Waterfall and Kristen Leahy,
Nice.
and she'll be doing the Her News. How about that, Frank?
and
That's pretty good.
I wonder what Colin Cowherd's going to be talking about
Who cares?
on the show. He's probably going to be talking about the Cowboys game
Who
tonight.
cares?
Then he's gonna rip us, which I could care about less about him ripping us.
Yeah, Browning, you would only say who cares because you could not even beat him in a debate. I'm sure he'd school you, but
I would say who cares on the Cowboys.
oh yeah. Don't forget, I'm still picking New England Dallas as my Super Bowl.
Who cares?
I have that written down, jackass. Keep your mouth shut. You're lucky the Philadelphia Eagles actually won a game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Frank is here with
They
the
won,
show.
though.
Browning, would you be quiet just for one? Josh, I have a request. The next time Browning interrupts me,
And then.
may I be allowed to mute him?
Okay, let's say he interrupts you during the Bash article, then you can mute him. But
Oh! Yes, I finally got a request.
Wait. Can you give an example?
Listen, you can only do it once. So when I'm reading a quote and Browning is doing and damn before Waterboy can react to a quote, then you can mute him.
Damn, I'm gonna have to choose my mute wisely.
You only get one. You only get one. Okay.
Remember, Frank is here at the Shocks. Browning is here. Josh, the host of Ridiculous Quotes. And remember, this Mash Hour is brought to you by Subway. Go to Subway.
Yep.
And Subway pizza. And also by Cost Cutters.
Yeah,
That's the second free advertising. Can't give free
you
advertisements,
can't
dude.
do free advertising. That's fine.
And also brought to you by Blue Bumblebee, Indiana. Blue Bumblebee.
That's not
That's not even a company. I can't mute you there. That's not even a company.
That's
Well,
not even anything.
I know, but we all know that when Frank is not working, Frank is making his Blue Bumblebee outfits. Anyway, here we go. Skippy Bayless Bash Hour.
I'm actually getting waterfall.
And then.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long.
That he does.
It is our turn.
Yeah, well,
We don't know if Bayless is on
Here you go.
board. Now,
Whoa.
what?
Every time they interrupt, we're going to leave it at Jock Stars just to piss them off. One more time until we get back here for Potluck Friday.
And then.
it's time for the Skippy Bayless Bash.
Not yet, Browning. Not yet, Waterboy.
Guys, shut up! We're listening to the theme.
And then.
What?
You want to do the shut up?
Know something? When are we ever going to have a show where there's no interruption for a nice theme song like this? I can't even get through one goddamn theme song. What the crap is that? Ah!
Jeez.
Okay. All right, how many mics do we have today?
We have a LeGarrette Blunt level of quotes.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the Eagles. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I know that LeGarrette
He had a
scored a
touchdown this
touchdown.
game.
Yeah, he did, dude.
Man, LeGarrette Blount, he was one of my favorite Patriots. Then he went to the Eagles. And I know, Browning, you were all happy because LeGarrette Blount went from New England. Oh, that was horse shit.
And they won yesterday.
29. Well, maybe he's actually learned to be a little bit better. Maybe he softened up a bit. 29 quotes? Wow.
And then?
Hey, Frank, by the way, how about Adam Shaheen getting his first touchdown yesterday? That was pretty cool.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? I got to single up. I do like those Bears Monster of the Midway jerseys.
Yes.
I do. Those are nice.
Browning, for reals, I'm really happy that the Eagles beat the Giants because the Giants are 0-3. Big deal if the Jets have one win. That won't last long. All right, anyway, here we go.
Pulling up. When I play Madden, I use those uniforms a lot, by the way.
Hey, Sean, did you enjoy hearing that Bears theme song in the background during the Steelers game yesterday?
I don't know, Drew. I wasn't watching the Bears in the
Bullshit.
I watched the Patriots-Texans game, and that was that overtime game because the GOAT let him right down the field.
You know, GOAT.
Bullshit.
He's a GOAT. Shut your yap, Browning. You don't know anything.
I have a question. I have a question. Did the GOAT make turds on the field?
Frank, you know very well you've seen Tom Brady bring Patriots back.
Then Tom Brady's go Walmart.
Oh,
Shut up. You know what, Browning? I'm going to say this to you and direct it toward you. Browning, Patriots won. Thank you for the point. Now shut up!
Who's still in first?
Whoa.
Shut up! We've got a cover to get through.
Can't believe a 30-year-old still acts like that.
All right, here we go.
Hey, watch it, you 36-year-old bastard. Keep your mouth shut. I don't you have a whole bag of shh with your name on it.
How can I be a bastard? I was born in wedlock, dude.
Zip it. All right, here we go.
That's a new one. Zip it.
I enjoy watching Austin Powers. I get a kick out of those movies.
The Spy Who Jagged Me.
I get a kick out of the reactions when I re-air Sean's clips on chat.
That's why you put those in the doggone group message thing, so everybody else can watch and get a huge laugh out of the whole thing.
I mean, do you listen to yourself when you're on this show? It's freaking hilarious. You're crazy.
Well, as bad as things are in our country right now, it's always good to crack people up. Give them some laughter. You bet. Yeah.
All right. First quote of the day. Here we go. Finally. Skip Bayless to the mic.
Yeah, boy.
Why do I even try?
Yeah.
Yeah. You get the point.
My New England Patriots defense is highly overrated.
Oh.
Well, Skip Bayless, as much as I disagree with you about anything, since you are one of the worst experts in sports, I have to agree with you a little bit. That defense was atrocious yesterday. Oh my God! I was yelling the entire time. I said, "Make a goddamn defensive stop! How the frick are we going to win games and you can't make a defensive stop?" Josh is like, and that's why Josh Browning, Frank, and Justin and the Snowman don't even want to be around me when the Patriots are playing there.
Yeah.
Sean, do I call you all the Sean? Do I very, very, very rarely call you up?
Because you know you don't want to be around me when I'm watching.
Sean, I don't call you up. Period.
And that's always big, Frank. Bless you, Sprangful, because that's the thought that counts. Next!
I don't call the gluey hump or bloody hump it up. Not that I don't have.
Remember, it's the thought that counts, and I've been teaching family and friends, don't call me during games. You know I'm trying to focus on it, and I can't have somebody bother me. Shut up, Browning. Next quote.
All right. Oh, man. Wow.
What?
I just saw this tweet on Twitter. Let me read this. This is from Mike Malloy. Chanting CM Punk at a wrestling show in 2017 is like chanting your real deadbeat's dad name in your mouth.
There might actually be some truth to that one.
Oh, man.
There might actually be some truth there.
Let me just say this, though. The CM Punk chants, I am a CM Punk guy, but the CM Punk chants are getting really, really old. This is stupid.
Yeah.
How are you going to chant CM Punk during a John Cena Roman Reigns match?
You know what?
Seriously?
I believe CM Punk should go heel.
He's not in the company anymore, so it wouldn't matter.
I think he should have gone heel. I think he's better off as a heel.
He took his ball and went home. What else is there? Anyways, next go. Skip Bayless in the mind.
Why?
Yeah. Here we go.
You know you get kicked out of it. Don't hit me with that crap. Skip Bayless in the mind.
Yeah.
My Boston Red Sox would be swept by mine.
Yeah.
New York Yankees in the ALCS.
They're not gonna be in the ALCS. Gosh! Wow!
Bye.
Please, I cannot believe this.
Believe it.
I have to say, Brownie, you are getting to be a real snotty. You know what, Brownie? You're beginning to be a real snotty little bastard. With your I'll tell you what, that's not going to happen because the Yankees have to get past the play-in game, and even if they have to play the Minnesota Twins, I honestly think the Twins can use that sweep as motivation in the fucking Yankee Stadium and beat the little blood-sucking asshole Yankees. Okay,
Whoa,
the Red Sox will be fine because they can. If they match up well, they can beat Houston. And then if they have to play the Indians in the ALCS, that will be our toughest test, not the Yankees. The Yankees suck, and they're not very good. Look what happened up in Toronto, Skip Bayless, huh? Yeah. So,
Jeez.
Yeah, really, dude. So,
Shut up.
wild animals sound better than you, or more.
They're not going to play each other. It's been 13 years, Skip Bayless, and do I need to remind you that in 2004, that was when history was made?
Didn't the Yankees win a series in Boston this year?
I don't know.
Do not remind about that. That was better.
No, I did.
That Browning, quit being a snotty little fucking pumpkin bastard.
Pumpkin bastard.
What?
It's not even Halloween yet.
God, unfortunately, that's a new one.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
Well, then don't interrupt and shut up, Browning, and don't interrupt, you damn Eagles fan. Let's go. Next quote.
You're all right with that?
Browning!
Jeez.
Gosh. I should have a word. I should talk with your grandmother, Browning, and say, hey, Browning Master's grandmother, we have a little boy here who doesn't know how to keep his mouth quiet when I'm trying to talk. Next
Sean,
quote.
you know how childish that is?
Frank, be quiet or I'll talk with your dad. Keep your mouth shut. All right.
My dad wouldn't want to hear you. I can guarantee you that.
Are you sure? I mean,
No, he's right. He's right.
Maybe he's making Blue Bumblebee outfits because we know that Frank is the owner of Blue Bumblefuck Indiana Outfits. How's that going, Frank?
Hey, you know what? I guess that makes me a CEO. Hey, does that mean I can play a waterfall then?
Waterfall.
Hey, you know what? Does that mean I get head waterfall?
Oh, very
By the way, I want to give a shout out to Kyle Long. He played his first football game in 10 months and
Nice.
fought through it in overtime. He had a really nasty ankle injury last year. The fact that he was able to pull that off yesterday, that's very impressive. So I want to give a shout out to him.
Kyle Long. Okay, all right. Well, that's the next quote here for Skippy.
All right. Brownie, you're a freaking trip, man. Sean thinks I'm bad with the Greek stuff.
Yeah, Browning is getting to be worse every day. That's why I should just ignore him. There isn't.
What? Oh, yeah.
All right, my New England Patriots will lose to the Carolina Panthers this weekend.
Oh, stop. Skip Bayless. Seriously.
Wait, is that who they play next, Carolina?
God dang it.
Jeez.
You know, every time they play Carolina, Skip Bayless, you need to remember how great Super Bowl 38 was when the Patriots beat the Carolina Panthers. Remember when Adam Vinatieri kicked the game-winning field goal?
No, Giants twice.
I remember.
Browning? If I was in Kentucky, I would kick your ass easily. Okay.
How would you do that? Let me ask you. What would be your method for doing that? I want to know. What's your method for kicking his ass? I want to know.
Bellingham.
See, this is what happens with the Bashar. We get threats.
Tell him to shut up and stop with the interrupting. And by the way, Browning, they may have lost twice to the stupid New York Giants. But how about this, Browning? Does Super Bowl 39 ring a bell to you? Do you remember how sad you were
probably in the past?
Yeah, really.
You know, well, he hits me with the Giants. I'm going to hit him with the fact that Super Bowl 39, Browning, was an absolute sweet memory. I bet you were so sad after they lost.
Thanks a lot, Browning.
But Sean, I can certainly guarantee you this. Should it have gone the other way, Browning would not be. He wouldn't be having sexual fantasies about Eagle players, unlike you and Patriot players, dude.
Frank, you're sick. Shut up. Now, anyway, the Patriots will beat the Carolina Panthers, Skip Bayless. So if I were you, I'd keep your mouth shut before you think. Think before you speak, you dumb idiot.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, for the love of God. Oh my God! I just saw this commercial. We have Rise and Shine, everybody. Saints Dolphins in London. Yeah.
Wait. Do we have another London game next week?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, yes. And then I'm going to call you guys up. I'm going to tell you to get your butts out of bed and watch the game. And sit there.
Do you have the information? Is this another internet-only game?
No, it's gonna be a Fox actually.
No.
Yeah. Time to wake up, Frank, Josh, and Browning.
You know what would make this game? You know what would make this game even worse? If the broadcast team was Colin Cowherd and Skippy.
Oh man.
That would make it even worse.
I will not watch it if that was the case.
You know what? If that's the case, that's the case. I have an AK-47 ready to go to my TV.
Oh, no. All right, Sean, this was for you. I know you were mad on Friday when Skippy said that Pedro Martinez is the most overrated pitcher of all time. I think this one may exceed this quote, so bear with me. Skippy Bayless said that Ted Williams is the most overrated hitter of all time.
I
disagree with you on that one. All right.
At least his parents are out.
Oh. God, that's enough.
I said the Super Walmart shoppers. We got Arabian Lunatic having a mental breakdown live on air. Get tear gas. Repeat, get tear gas. Get slut-ons.
I cannot believe what I just heard. Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Sean, I guess you don't need to exercise after all. That's how this gets in shape, supposedly.
Oh my God.
What are you? Oh, for.
All right, now.
Jeez.
Hold the phone, Skip Bayless.
What phone?
Is he on the phone? He's on a phone, dude?
Both of you! God! All right, now, I'm going to say something right now. Ted Williams is and always will be the greatest hitter who ever lived, Mr. Skip Bayless. He served in 2 wars. He could have broke more baseball records, and he could have maybe won.
I don't know what the war has to do with baseball, but go ahead.
You know what? He's more of a hero. He's more of a hero for that than playing baseball, though.
If he hadn't gone off and served, he would have broke more records and won more World Series championships.
Dude,
so Skip,
you never won
he is not overrated. You know who's overrated? A guy named Skip Bayless is overrated. Shut up, Skip. If I found you, I'd beat you up and put you in the old folks' home, you dipshit.
Oh, that was pretty weak, dude.
Shut up, Frank. Oh, God dang. That really got me going. I think Josh is on mute because he's probably not getting such a kick out of the whole thing.
That's too much.
Oh, my God. Holy crap!
You know, it's hard to believe I'm a survivor of all of this.
Breaking news. We got a new baby coming to the WWE world. Congratulations to Mike and Maria Kanellis.
Oh, what?
Oh, dear Lord.
Pregnant.
Okay.
Ottawa, Illinois native.
Can I have a question? Can we just give our condolences on the air right now?
She's hot.
I know.
Oh, God damn.
Jeez.
Well, we'll let Sean regain his composure because this next goes for Browning.
Oh, yes,
And
yes.
I'll get you going.
Sean, sell that. Oh, Sean, don't step it up here, okay?
Scooby Doo said that the Philadelphia Eagles need to do a better job against lower tier teams. He does have a point. I mean, barely beating the Giants.
Yeah. I mean, well, we all know that they're going to be 2-14. I mean, this team's going to. I mean, Browning, you can enjoy it now with the whole losing record. I mean, you beat the Giants, Browning. I'll give you that. But your team is shit. Can't even do one damn thing right.
What's your problem, dude?
Right after I'm done spanking. You stink.
Hey, Sean, there was a dress in the blue hill. Brody, you didn't open that photo, did you?
I opened it, and I don't know if Browning did.
Brody, did you open it? Yes or no?
No.
See, it was directed to the Glory Hump, not you, dude.
It had Patriots, so it was directed to be sprinkled. Sprinkled. Sometimes some of your damn pictures are nothing but crap.
Sean,
You know what?
Ah!
is that how you go to bed every night?
I go to bed happy and peaceful and calm, and I have a good night's sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I'm surprised Walmer Boy hasn't used the mute yet on Browning. But
Yeah. You know what?
I'm trying to be so careful with how to use mutes because if I blow the mutes, then I can't use mutes for Not Luck Friday.
You know what's good? They made a 61-yard field goal yesterday to win the game. So next.
Oh, that's better.
Well, I will admit you got lucky on that 61 field goal. The Eagles got lucky on a 61-yard.
And this special was brought to you by Orange Bumblebee Outfits.
Oh, so Frank is honorable.
By the way, I'm going to say this right now. The Seattle Seahawks are not making the playoffs this year.
Oh, Josh, I'm telling you, if you were out here in country, your butt would get kicked out here.
I don't care. This hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, none of my friends, I didn't give any of my friends a hard time about the Seahawks losing.
Let's get best in the mic.
Yeah.
Let's close the day. Here we go.
Yeah.
My Boston Celtics will finish last in the Atlantic Division.
Oh, no! No!
Oh, yeah.
No!
Oh.
The Eastern Conference is going to be kind of awful this
You know what? The Bulls will probably might finish last. Nobody wants to play for them all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez.
I'm glad that that's the end of the quotes because I'm saying that Ted Williams quote was really out of line. Really out of line.
Oh, line?
Yeah.
What line? What line, dude?
Line. Boy.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
I'll get to the games. God dang.
And then
Frank and Brown.
Yeah, dude, man.
This is one and zip it two. Get to Josh on the games. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, that's some more quotes to you on Friday. Friday.
What do you mean? Isn't it there a saying called TGIM? Thank God it's Monday. Time to get your butt out of bed and get to work.
There's other sayings like cases of Mondays, but that's for lame people.
Thank God it's Monday. And then there's Tuesday, TGIT. Thank God it's Tuesday. TGIW. Thank God it's Wednesday.
I don't even.
All right, here we go.
I gotta check my pick'em.
All right, Ethiopia games. I'm going to round these off because they're worth not talking about. Yep. By the way, Dolphins, you really let me down yesterday. How you get your butt whipped by the Jets yesterday, 20-6.
Jeez.
Other Ethiopia games on the schedule. Vikings over Buccaneers, 34-17. The only reason I say this is an Ethiopia game because the Buccaneers let Case Keenum throw the ball all over the place. They use Joe Montana.
Oh.
The Ravens got mollywopped in London against the Jaguars, 44-7. Joe Flacco got injured. We'll see if more information comes out regarding that. By the way, Derek Sproles' season for the Philadelphia Eagles is over. He tore his ACL yesterday against the Giants.
That sucks.
So that's a big loss for the Eagles. How about this? The Ethiopia Bowl. Jacoby Brissett found a way to help the Colts beat the Cleveland Browns yesterday, 31-28.
Man.
I lost that, dude. That was the game I know I lost.
From Intercourse Stadium in Buffalo, New York. The Bills beat the Broncos 26-6. I had a feeling this was going to happen. I'm giving a shout out to Brownie because he's the one that did pick the Bills to beat the Broncos.
Good one, dude.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. So shout out to Brownie for that one.
No, I had
I'm still in third place in the pick'em. But don't worry,
that's on you.
I will overtake Josh and Browning. This lead's not going to last. Yes, I will. And this comes from guys that told me, Shine will be finishing last in the pick'em. Holy crap! Oh my God!
I have to make a promise to Snowman to make sure that you finish last in the pick'em.
I had Denver on that. I thought I had Buffalo, but I guess I didn't.
All right, next one. Saints over the Panthers, 34-13. Man, what's up with the Panthers?
I don't know. I lost that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Greg Olsen injury is going to mess him up for a while, man. 6 to 8 weeks.
Jeez.
Falcons defeat the Lions at Ford Field. Some controversy because Golden Tate's leg was down before he got in for that inside slant touchdown. But the Falcons moved to 3-0. The Lions are now 2-1. They'll be traveling to Minnesota next week. And Atlanta will be at home next week if I got that correct.
Controversy at the end, too.
The Falcons will be hosting the Bills next weekend.
Oh, man.
That's going to be a blowout. Yep.
Why watch?
Yeah. Speaking of Ethiopia games, Tennessee and Seattle, 33-27. The Titans beat the Seahawks. I don't know what the hell happened in Washington last night. The Raiders just didn't show up on primetime television.
Hail to the Redskins! Hail to the Redskins!
But what was going on 3,000 miles away on the Pacific Coast?
Yeah.
Chiefs mollywopped Los Angeles Chargers.
Yep.
24-10. I said this last week. It doesn't matter what city they're in. The Chargers will always be the Chargers.
The only difference is they have really reduced themselves to a new low by playing in the soccer stadium.
All right, the last two games we'll talk about here is the other two games that actually went to overtime. The Packers barely beat the Bengals, 27-24 in overtime. Bengals were up 21-7 for the majority of the game.
It was actually a fun game to watch.
And the Packers found a way to win, and this leads to their opponent on Thursday Night Football, by the way. Bears and Packers on Thursday Night Football this Sunday. No, this Thursday. With Tony Romo and Jim Nantz on the call.
Why does Thursday Night Football have to be played in general? I know it's the Bears, but still.
Come on, Frank. They're trying to make this thing for ratings. They're trying to boost the ratings there, Frank.
Sean, I think you agree with me on this.
Maybe. I don't know. How do you know?
This was the upset of the week. The Bears beating the Steelers in overtime.
Yeah, it was.
Lost that one.
And by the way, Marcus Cooper's a big douchebag.
I'm not going to go that far.
Dude, you don't dance like that.
You can't make an excuse for that, but I'm not going to call him a douchebag.
Dude, that is a douchebag.
Okay, go ahead. Knock your socks off. But you can't deny what he did on defense yesterday.
Yeah, but still, he's got to be more disciplined than that. Look, mistakes are going to happen.
I understand that, Frank. I get it. But it's not like they didn't get any points out of that.
Well, still though, I don't like when players showboat like that.
I understand, but that shouldn't take away from what happened yesterday. That game was a lot of fun to watch. Jordan Howard had a very good game yesterday. I thought the defense played very well as well. Like I was saying, Marcus Cooper was targeted 10 times and only allowed one pass for 10 yards yesterday.
Yeah, watch. You're not going to hear any of the Trubisky discussion.
No, I'm pretty sure I will because
somebody will.
Because Jeff Dickerson is so anti-Bears, every little thing they do. He'll probably be like, Mike Glennon was horrible. Mike Glennon time off the table for the game. He did his job.
Dude, does this guy hate covering the Bears, do you think?
Have you listened to his segments on ESPN 1000? It's so freaking depressing every time he's on there.
Dude, what fan is he a team of?
Supposedly he's a Bears fan.
Dude, we should be covering the Bears, dude. We're fans of them.
Yeah, can you make it interesting? I'm not saying don't criticize the team, but goddamn, make the team go depressed about the shit. But the Bears did get their first win of the season. It's the first win in September since John Fox joined the team, and they picked up a lot of momentum. This is a very big win for them to beat a team like Pittsburgh like that under those circumstances and with the injuries they've been dealing with. That's a big win. And
how about Bears?
The Bears are playing the Packers this weekend.
Oh man!
To think about how people would view the Bears if they found a way to beat the Packers and it'd be 2-2 to start the season. Think about that.
That would be big. That would be huge.
Oh, I know who I'm picking in that one because I know. Well, I can't wait till I know how. Actually, we won't even be here for.
Just make the pick.
All right. You know what I'm going? I just made my picks for Week 4. I'm picking an upset special on Thursday night. The Chicago Bears will beat the Green Bay Packers. The Packers do not impress me. They were lucky. They were lucky they beat Cincinnati. The Bengals aren't very good, and they had trouble beating the Bengals. Packers, they're bad. Aaron Rodgers, everybody thinks he's the best. Give me a break.
The Bears.
I didn't know Aaron Rodgers has a dog now.
Yeah.
Him and his discount double check.
I didn't know he has a dog. I feel kind of bad for the dog.
And Browning, I got to ask you, okay, for your favorite team, the Eagles, big win. What do you think of their momentum? Do you think that's going to help them stay in the NFC East for real?
I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping so, but we'll just see what happens in the next few weeks.
Who do they play next?
I don't know.
I just made that pick. The Eagles, they're playing against. Oh, I'm on ESPN right now. The Eagles, they will play against the Chargers October 1st. I think they.
That's an easy win right there.
That's a good
I don't
one.
care. It could be an LA.
Ethiopia, Hut.
It could be an LA. It'll still be an easy win.
Yeah, it's at they're at the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right. That's the pick I made. They are at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh my God.
It'll still be easy.
Yes.
It'll still be easy.
Jesus.
Is that all the games, dude?
Yeah, that's it.
Woohoo! Goodness. Pretty good week.
Don't forget tonight we have the Dallas Cowgirls against the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, we got Raw. We got Raw.
Yep, Raw. Mm-hmm.
The Dallas Cowboys will beat the Arizona Cardinals and go to 2-1. Jerry Jones.
Hey, did Jerry Jones pay you to say that?
Oh,
I got Arizona on that one.
Browning. I know, because Browning is still in first place. He wants the points so bad. Dak Prescott's going to have a big game for those Dallas Cowboys.
How do you know?
Boys,
because I believe it.
Hey, 2 more things before we go to the spoken word. First, your thoughts on Carmelo Anthony being traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
He's an idiot. I don't care. It's the NBA too. I don't care.
Sean?
My thoughts is that I saw something yesterday where Melo going to OKC makes the Thunder a dream team. Could there be a dream team in OKC?
Won't be watching.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Brody, did you see Snowman? Oh, first round exit. I put the information about the trade. He's like, oh, first round exit.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how well the Thunder are.
Brody, congratulations on being in first place, dude.
Yes,
Even
so
though
far for right now.
What are you? What are you? 28 and 18. I see here.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm 22. Yeah, dude, I'm 200, 500 here.
No, Frank and Josh and I have said we are boycotting the NBA this year. Okay, the three of us have agreed to that.
Hey, I got a question. Who's Beast here? Seriously, help me out here. Who's the Beast?
That's Justin.
Yeah. No. He's at last. Although I gotta say, yeah, my picks.
One week you forgot to make the picks.
Sorry, I was busy. Week 4 coming up after Monday Night Football. Enjoy wrestling.
Football.
I'm enjoying baseball tonight because Red Sox got the Blue Jays. I got to work.
I'm enjoying Raw tonight.
Boys, let's get to the spoken word, shall we?
I'll go. Great show. See you back Friday. Enjoy this week. See you for Potluck Friday. Be happy.
What do I want to be happy? I'm just kidding. No, everybody's gonna be happy.
Robbie, go ahead.
Spoken word is a good show. Good show as always. And
what?
Shout out to my boy Chucky Sunder, Mr. Soundtrain himself.
What up, Chucky? Yeah, say what we do.
All right, what up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth, Donnie Green boy?
So, what do you know about wrestling, dude?
Yeah.
I know, I just do Donnie Green boy to nothing. I just do Donnie Green boy to
DVD tape is Sunday night.
Woo.
Piss off, Browning.
Like every time we get ready to close out the show, Browning got to promote a DVD.
Yep.
And then my low voice.
The company he talking about gives me money for this.
And then my low voice of "What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth?"
What up, Chuck E. Cheese?
I'll do my Chicago accent. Yeah, the Bears got the victory yesterday. A good old school Bears victory. The Midway jersey.
Scott Trubisky.
And then
last thing, thoughts on Dwayne Wade being bought out, and where you think he'll go to next?
He'll go to Boston. Boston. Yeah.
I'd say he goes back to Miami for 1 year, and that's it. He retires.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Shitwood, to be honest with you.
Wade goes to Boston. Boy, what a
you get Jersey.
Think about that. Dwayne Wade, Derrick Rose, and Latrash James on the same team. Good God.
Then that means the whole NBA is totally fixed with how we
yes.
have to.
I'm not watching, guys. I'm not watching the NBA. You're calling.
Hey, I get to watch the young rebuilding Bulls. Yippee!
Dude, they'll be rebuilding for the next 10 years, probably.
Yeah, because God forbid we can't have a Chicago sports team in the city of Chicago rebuilding without the fans getting on their fucking feelings and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, how would you feel, Josh, if you were host of a sports radio show and you had callers calling in?
I'm not afraid of callers because I'll put callers in their freaking place.
What about you, Frank? How would you feel?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for a glue. I'm just waiting for a glue up spoken word, dude.
Chicago sports fans become more insecure than New York sports fans, and that's one of my spoken word. And secondly, don't forget, this is your life story. Let your story dictate the way you want it to play out. Nobody else. That's my spoken word of the day.
Imagine that, dude.
On that note, thank you guys so much for checking out today's edition. Yes. Of the Sports Drive here on this Monday, September 25th, 2017.
Know what it is?
Yes, it is. It's a Monday. We're going to be back here for episode 202 on Friday. Maybe Snowman will join us. We'll have some shenanigans on that end. Because you know when Snowman comes, run!
Great. And 3 months from today is Christmas. Lovely. I'm glad you guys. Yeah, I'm glad every Monday. Because that reminds me.
See you guys. See you guys later.
You know something, Josh and Frank and Browning? If you guys like The Grinch so much, stick the movie and watch reruns of it over and over again. Have fun watching Jim Carrey and the Grinch movie. Or the
Jim Carrey.
What's wrong with Jim Carrey?
I said Chip, not Drew, you stinker. Good grief.
What's wrong with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with Jim Carrey. In fact, I get a kick out of his movie called Dumb and Dumber. That movie's so stupid.
And The Mask.
And Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. Oh, yeah. And then Cable Guy.
Oh,
And then Ace Ventura is another one. I get a kick
all right,
out.
we're getting out of here, all right? Make sure to follow the Big Bag of Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. Follow the Walmart Boy at Twitter at Sean Man Red Sox. Follow Brownie Master, aka the Bowling Master, at Brownie Master. I'm at Twitter and Instagram at Notorious Joshi. I'll be covering Monday Night Raw tonight.
Raw.
ProWrestlingTranscriptions.com. That's my website that I made.
Nice.
So go check that out. And go check out No Mercy if you haven't watched it yet. It was a really, really good pay-per-view last
it
week.
was.
So check that out. So for Walmart Boy, for the Big Bag of Win, and the Brownie Master, a.k.a. the Bowling Master, I'm the Google Help Josh Lopez. Thank you so much for checking out episode 201 of the Sports Drive. Enjoy your Monday. Screw the case of the Mondays, and we'll be back here on Friday.
Amen. Bye. Go Red Sox.